Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. For today's video, surprisingly, I did another makeup video again, which is so weird because I have not been doing makeup videos in like forever. Like the last time that I did my everyday makeup routine was like 9 months ago. Also, Brian's bird is squawking away in the background and I'm gonna... I did my everyday makeup routine, even though it's not really my everyday makeup routine. Like I hardly ever do my makeup and I hardly ever get ready. And when I do, this is like my go-to makeup look. So I'm gonna try not to talk too much in this intro and just get into the video. But before I do, I just wanted to say that I talk about this more in the video too. But so we're almost at 500 subscribers and I've been thinking about doing a giveaway, and I've been talking to you guys about it for quite some time, but I feel like I mostly talk about it on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram if you're not already. I'll post that somewhere here on the screen. Just subscribe to my channel and we're going to be doing a giveaway soon, so subscribe and stay tuned and stick around for that giveaway. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh yeah, this is the makeup look that I did, by the way. And why is everyone so loud? Okay guys, I did my eyebrows off camera. They're looking pretty rough. These are my quarantine eyebrows and I need to get them done, but I don't have anywhere to go to get them done and I don't trust myself to do them myself. I used this eyebrow pencil that I use in every single one of my videos. Like, you guys are probably tired of seeing this. These are my quarantine nails. They look so bad. So this is the eyebrow pencil that I use and I've been using it in every single one of my videos. I've been using this for such a long time, but I just love this eyebrow product and I never want to switch, and I'm gonna keep using this until the day I die. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna start off with my primer. This is the primer that I'm gonna use. It's a primer that I used in my last video when I was trying the TikTok products, and ever since then I've just been obsessed with it. I love this one because it's really hydrating, but I feel like I've tried a lot of hydrating primers and they always just make my face feel oily, but this one doesn't do that. So I posted on Instagram like last night, which I should have posted earlier, that I was gonna film like a chit chat get ready with me, and so I was asking you guys what you wanted me to talk about, and not a lot of people replied, but that's kind of my fault for posting it so late. So the first thing that I see on here is how long does it take me to get ready in the morning. I never get ready. I hardly ever get ready, and I do get ready. It takes me like, it depends. Like if I'm doing this, like my everyday makeup routine, it can take me like 15 minutes. If I'm putting in effort, it can take me like 30 minutes, an hour. It just depends. I'm also just letting my primer sit for a minute. This is also from my last video. It's the CoverGirl Skin Milk Foundation, and yeah, I also got this from TikTok and I've just been using it ever since because I've been obsessed with it. It's perfect because it's so lightweight. Someone said, I like your content. Thank you so much. I love filming videos and I love uploading videos, but sometimes I just kind of get like writer's block, but obviously I'm not a writer, just content creator block, and I don't know what to film, I don't know what to upload, and the algorithm on YouTube has been weird and it just changes all the time. Like sometimes I'll post a video and it does really good, and then I'm like, okay, I'll film something similar and post that and you guys will like it just as much, and then you guys don't like it. Most of my channel is just like vlogs and just kind of random stuff, I feel like, so I don't know what you guys like to watch, and I just kind of try to bring you guys whatever content that I want to create, and you guys are always there supporting me anyway, so thank you guys so much. But I don't know, I'm kind of just conflicted and confused on like what content to put out, because I don't have like a set category of content that I put out, if that makes any sense. Like I'm mostly uploading vlogs, but there's sometimes where I'll film makeup videos, like this week's and last week's are like really crazy. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit more foundation because this foundation is really buildable and I like that. And even though it is like it's sheer buildable coverage, I need a little bit more coverage and just sheer coverage, so I build that up. So someone asked me how I graduated high school early. It's so crazy. That felt like forever ago, and it was only, I graduated 2018 and it's 2020, so I only graduated 2 years ago. And it feels like it was in a different life or something. It feels like it was so long ago, and I just feel like my life is completely different from when I was in high school. The high school that I went to, they offered an 8-period semester. We didn't have 8 classes in one day. It was actually split. They had what was called like an A and B schedule. So one day we would have like our 1st through 4th period, and then the day after we would have our 5th through 8th, and then again the next day 1st through 4th, and so on and so forth. What a lot of other high schools did was they would just have like 6 periods or 7 periods, but we had 8. So I had the advantage of taking like 2 extra classes compared to what other high school students would take. So I don't remember how I found out about graduating early, but I remember since my freshman year, it was something that I knew about, and I would always be asking my teacher, specifically like my English teacher. I don't know why, but he was just really cool. But then I looked more into it, and so I talked to my counselors about it, and they just gave me more information on it and how it worked and what I had to do and all this stuff. They basically told me that it was kind of like a risky thing to do, an agreement that you had to do and you had to sign on paper. That once I had signed that, I couldn't like go back on my word, and I couldn't come back a month later or a year later and say, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it was like set already. So you're gonna be an 11th grader and you're gonna be taking your junior year classes, but you're also gonna be taking your senior year classes all together in 1 year. So you don't have room to like fail a class, because if you fail a class, well, you already signed the contract and you already planned to graduate that year. What would have happened is that if I had failed a class, I would have had to go to a continuation school, and I would have had to graduate from there. And so that's why they were kind of like, I mean, it wasn't like a low-key thing, but that's kind of just like why a lot of people at my school didn't know about it, because it was really risky, and counselors really didn't allow a lot of people to graduate early, because they didn't want to obviously lose their students if they failed a class and have to send them to a continuation school where they would have had to graduate from. But they knew that I was a good student. My counselor looked into that and saw my grades and said, okay, like, it looks like you're on track and you're doing really well, so you can do it. Okay, I almost knocked over my camera, so if the lighting looks like it changed or the angle looks like it changed, it's because I'm a dumbass and I almost dropped my camera. I didn't sign that contract until my sophomore year, even though it was like my freshman year and I was talking to my counselor about it. And so she pretty much said, like, you know, it looks like your grades are good and it looks like you can do this, but we're gonna wait until sophomore year and see how your grades are then, and see if you're like eligible to do this. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer, and this is in the shade medium warm, which is also too light for me. So it was my sophomore year when it was official that I was going to graduate early, and I signed the paper, and yeah, but nothing really changed until my junior year, which was my senior year technically. So essentially it's kind of like I skipped my junior year and kind of just went straight from sophomore to senior year, but I was still taking my junior year classes because I was doing like senior activities and I was considered a senior. Like, my ID said senior, and obviously I was going to graduate that year, so I was a senior. But the way it works out was, so like I told you guys, we were offered an 8-period schedule, so by the time we got to our senior year, you really didn't need a lot of classes. You basically just needed like your 4th year of English, a government and economics class, which was basically just one class, because the first semester we would do like a government class, and then the second semester would be economics, or vice versa, and like one other class. So there was just a couple classes that you really needed as a senior. And then as a junior, all I needed was my math class, an English class, and then like a history class. And so I had room to take all of my classes together in one whole year. So that's what I did, and I still had room for a couple electives, but I think I already had my elective credits. You could have an unscheduled class, so basically it would be like the last period of the day or the last 2 periods of the day to show up to your classes that you needed to take, and then once you were unscheduled, you would just go home. I was doing my junior year and my senior year classes, and I was still unscheduled, so I was doing a lot better than most people. Someone asked if I'm gonna have kids with Brian. Well, I definitely don't want kids now, but that's the plan. I hope I have kids with Brian. We've been together for a long time, or at least it's felt like a really long time, like a really, really long time. We've been together for 4 years. I actually just turned 4 years a couple days ago, but we didn't really do anything to celebrate our anniversary because we're in quarantine. I've talked to him about kids and how I feel about kids, and I want kids, and hopefully with Brian. Yeah, I have a promise ring, so we better still be together when we have kids. I want 4 kids, but he doesn't want 4 kids. He only wants 2 kids, so who is outside barking? So I don't know how that's gonna work out, because I want 4 kids and he only wants 2. And I think it's because he comes from a smaller family and I come from a bigger family than he does. I would like a bigger family, but he only wants 2. Maybe I'll settle for 2, maybe. I don't know, who knows? Yeah, hopefully we have kids together, because I don't know who else I would have kids with. Yep. Okay, someone asked me to talk about my college major. You guys need to try Dunkin' Donuts matcha. It's really good. I am in college. This is my 2nd semester of my 2nd year in college, so I'm going to be in my 3rd year next semester, using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. This in combination with my primer and my foundation, it's so good. I'm majoring in nursing, which I've talked about on my channel before. but if you're new here, you probably don't know that. Yeah, I'm a nursing major. I'm actually, I guess, pre-nursing major. I'm going to community college, which you guys probably know. If you're new to my channel, you probably don't know that, but I'm not in the nursing program yet. I'm still doing my prereqs, and you can't apply to the nursing program until you finish up your prereqs. I know when I was at Cal State San Bernardino, I was technically a pre-nursing major because I was accepted into the nursing program, or kind of, it's confusing. Technically, I was accepted into the program, but since I hadn't started any nursing classes, you're called a pre-nursing major. And same here at my college. I haven't started any nursing classes yet, except for my nurse assistant. So I'm a certified nurse assistant, but that's not actually part of the nursing program. That's like separate, and it's its own little thing, because you don't major to be a nursing assistant, you just get a certificate. It's been literally the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm taking my last prereq, which is biology, but the way things are going, oh my god, it's so insane. You see how smooth that just makes my face look? Like, it looks so good. Honestly, even when I was a nurse assistant, I was doing my clinical rotations, and halfway through my clinical rotations, probably not even halfway through, like a quarter through my clinical rotation, I was like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Like, do I want to be a nursing major? Is this really what I'm gonna, is this what I'm gonna sign myself up for right now? I mean, it's hard, but it's what I know that I want to do for the rest of my life. Was it yesterday or like 2 days ago? I was talking to one of my coworkers, and she's a nurse in the ER, and she was like, oh, what kind of nursing do you want to do? And I told her I want to be an L&D nurse or a neonatal nurse. So basically a labor and delivery nurse or a neonatal nurse, which is babies, like newborn babies. And she was like, wow, are you sure you want to do that? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think so. I don't know. People always told me it was going to be hard, and I always knew it was going to be hard, but I honestly didn't think it was going to be this hard. So I'm putting on my blush right now. I mean, it makes sense because you're literally saving lives, and people's lives are in your hands. But the way my GPA is looking, so first of all, you need like a 2 point, or I think you need a 3.0 in your science classes if you want to apply, and it's only 3 science courses. So it's anatomy and physiology, or 2 anatomy and physiology classes, and then microbiology. And I already took my first anatomy and physiology class and my microbiology class, so I'm taking my second A&P class. And the way it's looking, I literally need an A in that class to have like a good chance of getting accepted. Hoping that I do get that A. I'm gonna apply in the fall. I might apply at another college, but their applications don't start until January. I feel like when you're in high school and your counselors and your teachers are talking to you about colleges, and they're like, yeah, 4-year colleges, this and that. Girl, nursing is not 4 years. I don't know why no one ever told me this before I applied. Not that I would have changed my mind about nursing, but I just feel like it would have helped me out a lot. And also, there's so many ways that you can go about nursing. Like, you can go straight in to get your bachelor's, you can get your associates and then get your bachelor's, or you can be an LVN and then get your bachelor's of nursing and be an RN. But there's just so many things that I did not know about nursing before going to college. Oh yeah, so while I was talking, I applied this bronzer. It's the I Heart Revolution Bronze and Glow bronzer. I've talked about this. I've used this before. I've been using this for a really long time, but I'm also going to use the foundation that's in here. Yeah, so I want to do a giveaway, which I think I probably said in the intro. I haven't filmed my intro yet. I always do this so backwards. I'm a weird YouTuber, and I film my intro after I'm done filming my video, but I'm going to say this in the intro. So you probably already watched that, obviously. I'm almost at 500 subscribers, and I feel like that's such a milestone for me because I was not expecting my channel to grow this quickly. So I don't know what kind of giveaway I want to do, and I've asked you guys on Instagram to leave me suggestions on what type of things or thing I should give away. But I don't know. Again, like, this kind of goes back to the thing that I was saying earlier. If this was a makeup channel, I would obviously do a giveaway with something related to makeup, but I feel like the content that I put out is just so diverse, and like there's not just like one thing that comes to mind when I think about doing a giveaway. So that's why I've been thinking, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this in their giveaways, and it's pretty smart. They just give away money, and I'm like, that makes life so easy. I think I'm just gonna give away money because that would be easiest, but I don't know. I also feel like that's kind of boring. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Comment down below what you want me to give away. I'm getting new subscribers every day, and it blows my mind away that people like me. People actually watch my videos and support me, and it's so crazy reading like comments on my YouTube videos of people just supporting me and complimenting me and the content that I put out. This is the Falsies Big Eyes. I used to use this in like middle school or like freshman year of high school, I don't know, and then I just saw this. It made me feel nostalgic and I wanted to buy it again. So this is it for my makeup. This is all I ever really do. I hardly ever do my makeup if I'm being honest, but we've been in quarantine, so that's why. Brian's gonna walk in here any minute now rushing me. So do you guys ever notice when I talk my eyebrow muscle just does that? Like I was driving yesterday and it just stays like that the whole time. I'm like, stop. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.